Well, hey there, how's it going? This is Seth from the REtipster blog, and in this video, I'm going to show you how in less than 5 minutes you can get your own website up and running with a service called Bluehost. Bluehost is definitely not the only option out there for creating a website, but I just think they do a pretty decent job of providing everything you need to get your WordPress site set up without costing a fortune. WordPress is also a nice option to work with because I won't say it's the most user-friendly option, but it's pretty decent, and it's also going to give you a lot of flexibility to make like tons of different customizations if you need to. Whereas some of the other services out there that sort of give you like a canned website, those may be very, very easy to work with, and that's great if they happen to fit your exact need. But if you need to do something more specific or tweak your website in some special way, a lot of times you can't do that unless you're taking this approach where you're doing a fresh WordPress install on a domain that you own and you can custom build to your specifications. So if that's what you're looking to do, I think Bluehost is a pretty solid choice for that. And I actually do have an affiliate link to their site right beneath this video, and I will get a small commission from that if you click on that link and go through this process I'm about to show you. So I just want to be totally upfront about that. All I got to do is go ahead and click on Get Started Now. And the plan I'm going to pick for the purpose of this video is this one right here, because it's just the cheapest one and that's all I really need at this point. So go ahead and click Select. And then once I get here, if I have a domain name, I can go ahead and enter that in here. But if I'm just starting from scratch and I've got nothing to work with, I'm just going to go ahead and pick my domain name and put it right here. So I'm just going to pick this one, Easy Real Estate Website. And I would say to the extent possible, it's usually a good idea to get a .com because that's just what most people associate websites with. This particular domain is already taken by somebody else, so I'm just going to pick .net just because that's available. So once we got that picked, we'll go ahead and click Next. Okay, and then at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and enter in all our basic user information, and I'm just going to blur all this out for obvious privacy reasons. And then once we got that filled in, we're going to go down here, and I am going to pick this one right here for $5.95 a month. It's because I'm just committing to 12 months. And I always keep this one checked, the domain privacy protection. It basically means that if somebody wants to find out what person or business owns a particular domain for any reason, they won't be able to do that if you're signed up for this service because this will kind of protect that information. So it's totally up to you if you want to do it or not. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm not going to pick this and I'm not going to pick this. So it's literally just going to be this little add-on right here. Then we will go ahead and enter in the credit card information and pay for it. And I'm obviously going to blur that out as well. Go ahead and click this little checkbox down here and click Submit. Okay, so now we see these special offers. I'm just going to go ahead and click No Thanks. Don't really care about those right now. And then welcome to Bluehost. Cool. So it looks like a confirmation email was sent to my inbox. I'll go ahead and confirm that. Once that's confirmed, we will create a password. And Bluehost actually requires a pretty complex, secure password. So I'm just going to go ahead and have them suggest one for me. And we'll use this. Click Next. Okay, so we've got a new password. Go ahead and log in. Okay, now once we're at this page, we're going to go down here to the website section and click on Install WordPress and select domain for installation. You can either choose the one that has the www in it, or you can choose the one that doesn't have that. It's kind of up to you on which one you want to do. I'll just go ahead and click this one up top. For site name, I'm just going to call it Easy Real Estate Website. Again, it's pretty creative, I know. And then you'll also note the admin username and admin email address. This is going to be the actual username that you have to use when you're signing into the site. So that's why that's there. If you want to change that, you could do it at this point, but I'm just going to leave it as my email address. And then this is obviously going to be the email address that's associated with that username. And the admin password is usually going to be something pretty funky. I'm going to go ahead and just save it so I have it on hand. So once that's done, go ahead and click Next. You just have to wait for a minute for this to process. This can take a few minutes, so if you have to just sit tight, don't worry about it. That's pretty normal. Okay, so now the installation is complete. Go ahead and click right here. And then this is going to show us just the installation details, the website, our username, and our password. At this point, we're just going to get in our site. We're not going to mess with themes or anything like that yet. That's going to be in the next video, part 2. So if we want to just get to our site and see what it looks like at this point, we can just go ahead and open up a new window. We're going to type in the URL of our website. Alrighty, so this is what our website looks like right now. Not really anything going on other than just this picture here. So what we're gonna do is log in and start playing with it a little bit. So go ahead and click on this. And it's gonna bring you to this login screen. So I'm just gonna go ahead and type out my username, email address, and then also that funky password that I saved just a minute ago. We can go ahead and log in like this. And then this is what the back-end dashboard of WordPress looks like. If you've never worked with WordPress, or if you're just kind of unsure on what to do next, stick with me. I've got a part 2 to this video where I'm going to show you how we can install a theme, install some plugins, which is just some additional software that helps your website run better and perform certain tasks. But the important thing is, if you've gotten this far, then you have completed the task of creating your website. It does exist, but there's going to be a little bit more work to do in order to make it look the way we want it to and perform the tasks that we want it to do. So if you're interested in that next step, I'm going to have a link beneath this video where I will show you how to do theme installation, plugin installation, and how to manipulate the theme to do exactly what we want it to do. Thanks a lot for sticking with me this far, and I'll see you in the next video.